Hey guys, it's Cheyenne. It's been kind of a rough day for me today. I'm off. My husband's at work right now. I've kind of like laid in bed and cried off and on. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's Shark Week or if it's just general stress-related depression or seasonal depression. But I felt like getting up and doing something productive and awkwardly, randomly rambling while I'm playing with eyeshadow, because normally makeup perks me up a little bit, so try to get myself in a better mood before my husband gets here so I'm not just yet again mopey and sad, because that's been my life here recently. So let's do something to, you know, make me happy. I got the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1 palette. I have been obsessed with Tati since maybe 2013, somewhere around there. So when she was releasing her palette, I couldn't absolutely wait. So I don't have a lot of neutrally boring kind of palettes. I'm not saying that this is boring, but like it's not like neons, because it's what I normally do. But I really like it because they've got it laid out interestingly. They've got the matte, sequin, metallics, and pressed glitters, and they're by color, so memory, or by color story. So you got memory, ritual, story, soothe, aura, and poet. So if you wanted to pick like this shade, it would be poet, metallic. I'm not sure how I feel about the pressed glitters yet. They do really well. They don't move, they don't go anywhere. The rest of the eyeshadows I really like. I'm just not a pressed glitter fan. Normally I like to just deal with loose glitter and then kind of make it work from there type deal. So I haven't quite come to a decision yet. I've only done technically, we'll say 2 looks. One was like 1 complete look for work yesterday, and then I did a live video on a Facebook group where I did one eye with this color, one eye this color, no matchy-matchy, just kind of haphazardly doing some stuff. I was wondering, sorry, off the bunny trail. I don't think I have a right brush to do that. Okay, so let's just get playing. Let's just get to talking about God knows what. Probably piss people off because I'm really good about that. Oh well. Ew. So there's been a lot of stuff going on with my job. Trump announced back in September he was going to ban flavors for electronic cigarettes. I have been working for a vapor company for 7 years, I think. I don't know, I've been there a while. And I've seen tremendously great things come from this company. From like people being able to quit smoking and seeing people come off of oxygen. I did not mean to do this yet. So it's just a bummer. Granted, companies are trying to find, you know, workarounds and whatnot. So it's not like all doom and gloom, but you know, you never like to hear that your job is on the chopping block. Can't do this and this at the same time. I missed it. I meant to go ahead and put this on before I did my concealer. I think I'm gonna do a smoky eye. Feeling emo. Been emotional all day, so let's just go for an emotionally smoky eye. I did one last night on the group, and I was really kind of bummed because in person it was really beautifully blended. It looked really good, and it may be my lighting, but when I was looking at it in the camera on my phone in the group, I was like, this looks so patchy, like I don't even know what I'm doing. But which granted, I'm not by any means a professional, but I can blend an eyeshadow sufficiently. Enough to make it look like I'm faking it till you make it type deal. But that's not how it turned out at all. Oh, and then, you know, like petty life things that just kind of happen and you don't really understand why everything just like right at one time. My stove, my husband and I were cooking not last Sunday, but the Sunday before, and it worked just fine for me. My stovetop, because I've got a stovetop in like my cabinetry, on top of my cabinetry, and then I've got an oven in the wall. This oven is made for children. It can't even fit an actual like baking pan in it, like a 13 by 19. It's so small. Sidetrack. So I had done some cooking on the stovetop and then transferred it over to the oven, and it worked for that. And then Ben went to pan fry some potatoes, and it just stopped. It smelled like an electrical fire and blah, 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 blah. Well, luckily my father-in-law came down and helped us out. My husband found a new stove, or a used stovetop, which is fine. I'm cheap anyway. And he came down this past Friday to fix some of our electrical and get it working for us, because he's an electrician, which I'm very, very thankful for. And so now we have a working stovetop, but it's just like all the petty little things can go wrong, goes wrong. Oh, and then I'm terribly, painfully socially awkward. And his dad intimidates me. I don't know why. He's a super nice guy. He's never done anything to make me feel uncomfortable, or he's not even done anything. He scares the living crap out of me. And I tried to avoid him essentially the entire time, because I say really stupid things. So I was like, it'll just be best if I don't be around. Well, I figured that was kind of rude, since he's doing us like a tremendous favor by helping us out. So I go down to the basement to, you know, kind of talk, thank him, see what's going on, blah, 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 blah. Well, we all know that I have a lot of plants, if you're a Facebook friend of mine and know me personally. And he had made a comment earlier about, oh, you must really, really like plants. You've got quite a few plants. I was like, oh, yeah, I do. And then just made that really awkward. So when I went down to the basement just to kind of be social, get out of my shell a little bit, out of the blue, with no context, I'm so embarrassed. With no context, I said, I have a plant that's used for torture. Really? This is how we're going to start the conversation? Well, you know those moments where you realize you've gone too far and you just need to go ahead and just run with it? Well, that was me. Didn't shut up. I was like, it's called a Dieffenbachia dumb-cane, and what happens is it's toxic to the point, not like gonna kill you, but it'll make you where you cannot speak for a matter of minutes. Really? So I'm sure that he went home and saw my mother-in-law and was like, that girl's crazy. Ben is gonna, with a psycho. So the way to go, Cheyenne. Let's just be saying the wrong things at the wrong time. This is why I don't socialize, and if I do, I like to drink, because I'm a lot friendlier when I'm drinking. But you can't drink all the time, but that's one of those moments where I wish I would have been drunk, so I would have been like normally socializing, rather than telling my father-in-law that I've maybe seen in person 3 times that I have a torture plant in my room, because that's totally normal behavior. I think one of my dogs is getting ready to go into heat. No, we don't breed them. We just haven't got them fixed. I don't like puppies, so there's not going to be any puppies, but it's the recent one that we rescued. It's the last of the 6. I'm not getting any more. Can't handle any more dogs. But she's a Rottweiler. I got her off a guy that I used to work with, and she was super, super underweight, had worms. She's such a sweet, big old good girl, but she's now healthy and in shape. So her cycle is coming in more frequently, I guess, trying to regulate out, because, you know, that stuff, even in humans, your weight can kind of change how your heat cycle comes, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So my English Bulldog is Tank. He's Aries' little boyfriend. They love each other. And he is loving on some Aries, but the thing is he's trying, but the dog's tall, like Aries, or Rottweiler. She's really tall, and Tank's an English Bulldog, so it doesn't match up, but he tries, so we just have to keep them separate and kind of watch them, because Could you imagine those puppies? They would be the ugliest little puppies. And if you hear barking now, that's my big black pit bull who looks mean and aggressive and everybody's terrified of. He whines and barks all day. I don't know why. He's the whiniest little thing ever. He looks big and ferocious, and then he's out there just like, I'm not getting attention. Him and my original dog, Bandit, he's a miniature schnauzer, miniature collie mutt, are the yappiest out of our crew. The only time that Tank, the English Bulldog, really barks is if there is a metal, like food or water bowl in the equation. He loves to carry them around. He loves to attack them. He just really loves water bowls, metal ones. He'll just carry it around, and he carries it like, he's got a massive underbite, so he'll carry, do I have anything? We'll just use this palette. He'll carry the bowl like this in his mouth, so it's like covering his face and he can't see, and he runs around the yard and he doesn't run into anything. So I don't really know how he manages to do that. That's pretty talented, but he's so funny. Who did I not talk about? Oh, my pretty girl Coco. She's another pit bull that we have. She's a daddy's girl. Wants nothing to do with mom unless dad's not home, which is fine. All the other 5 dogs have bonded with me, so he can have the one. And then who else? Agnes, my English Bull Terrier. Not a breed of dog that I would suggest for everyone. I love my Aggie very, very much, but definitely not a breed for everyone. They're so much fun though. They have OCD. Well, most of them have OCD. They're a breed that's prone to suffering it. But she has to like take her nose from the floor to the side of the bowl. She's got a dome bowl, so she'll take her nose to the floor, up the side of the bowl, and hit her food. And she'll do it repeatedly before she can eat her food. There's a lot of weird other tendencies she has, but that one I've always thought was really interesting. It's like this ritual that she has to do before she can eat. Which, no judgment coming for me. My employees all know that I've got the same way of doing things, even my husband. I've got to do the same thing every day the same way. Otherwise, I am in a terrible tizzy and I feel like everything's out of control and I don't know what's going on, and I get very upset. I guess I'm just really type A or control freak, I don't know. So I can sympathize with her wholeheartedly. Sorry if it's a little bit vapey in here in between. I have to kind of take a break and get my nicotine because I get a little cranky. It's essentially my adult pacifier. I know nicotine's a crutch, whatever. Everybody's got their own vice. Let me have mine. I kind of regret doing this with the purple. Hopefully it'll turn out. I'm pretty much just doing the same exact thing I did last night. I wish I was a lash girl, because this look where it's so smoky, you can't really see that I have eyelashes. I've got little baby lashes. So if I had like big, obnoxious, loud lashes, I think it would make the look really good. But I absolutely hate, there's 2 things that I not really hate, I just don't like to do because I'm not comfortable, confident. I don't like the process. Are lashes and any kind of like lipstick, a gloss or a chapstick or nothing kind of girl. Plus, I think there's something about not having something on your lips and having a lot going on in your eyes. Your eyes really concentrate here. And I hate my lips because I've got a sufficient bottom lip, but like my top lip is like non-existent and I can't overline because that just looks stupid on me. So I just prefer to just rock my lips in the nude in their little birthday suit. That's just my preference though. But lashes, there's like sometimes I'll get them on and I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional now. I'm a real Buddha guru. And then there's other times it's like, what was I doing? For Halloween, I kind of didn't really do much for it. I just went as like a more alternative gothic girl. which I wish I could do every single day because I was really feeling myself. I thought I was a cutie patootie, but I had worn eyelashes. So I put them on at about 7:45 in the morning, got at my store at 9 o'clock, left my store about 8:30, got home about 9. So it had been on for over 12 hours and they didn't bug me. They stayed in place. My corners didn't lift. But I'm not gonna test the boundaries of that one again. I just got really lucky in that situation. I'm going to stop rambling for a minute, kind of jump off the camera and further blend this out. Otherwise this video is gonna be forever long. But all I've done is taken Matte Poet and Matte Memory, and I laid Poet down first, then Memory, and I'm gonna blend back and forth until I kind of like the fade, I guess. So be right back. Okay, I'm gonna take the same Morphe brush I've been using from my Live and Live in Color, my Pride palette that I got. And I'm gonna take the Memory, the black part, the sequin shade, which is really pretty. It's so subtle you can't really tell on camera, but it's like got a greeny gold and purple shift, like a really charcoal, like light charcoal base. I like the sequin shades. They're really pretty. I just wish you could see it more on camera, but it just adds like this pretty little shine factor. You can kind of see compared to like the other eye. How many times am I gonna say like? I need to make a conscious effort not to do that. Now there is some fallout. That's why I do my eyes first, so I can be Messy Marvin and clean it up. But I really like how this gives a really subtle little sheen. That way it's not so matte. Because I love anything bright, I love sparkly. Any bit of pizzazz I can throw on, I will. I don't know why I won't make eye contact with the camera. Also can't do videos when my husband's here. I'm so easily embarrassed that I just get really awkward and then shy when he's here. Now with the sequin shade, it's something you want to pat. You don't really want to buff it out too much because the more you play with it, the more you kind of lose that little sheen. All right. So I think I'm going to take a little bit from the Memory of the metallic. Oh, I'm flipping it off, I'm sorry. And lightly kind of tap it all over to bump up that shine. That just makes it look wet. See, when I'm looking at this, I love the blend of it in the mirror that I'm seeing. And then I look at the camera and it does not look as good as it does in person. Maybe it's because I use like LED lights. I have a cardboard piece that I wrapped in silver duct tape and wrapped a million times around in a circle my LED lights, and that's my ring light. I say ring light, but my ring light's set up. I haven't finished my mirror setup. I bought more LED lights. I have a square mirror that has like a lip on it, and I want to put the LEDs around so I can use my actual big mirror. I have a stand mirror in front of me that I kind of use to see what's going on, but sometimes I like to look further away to kind of see what needs to be altered or changed. And the way I've got my phone propped up, it's hilarious. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 palettes, and then I've got a book. And on that book, I've got a pop socket holder, and my phone's pop socket is down in there. So that's how I do my videos. So I can't even use my my big mirror. All right, do I put glitter on top of this? Why not? So one pat, and it's got pretty good glitter pickup. I don't know what Maddie's asking for. Sorry, where I use my phone to record, I keep getting all these notifications. And I keep trying to read them, but it'll just have to wait until I'm done. Let's take some of the shiny out. All right. Reason I love tape. Ta-da! All right, I'm gonna take that same tape and kind of recycle it to try to pick up some of this loose glitter that's fallen down. So bear with me while I clean up my under eyes, and I will be right back. All right, so I went ahead and cleaned up, put some concealer underneath. So now I'm gonna take the matte memory, and I'm gonna pack this along my waterline. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'll also put down, or put black eyeliner, pencil eyeliner. I don't remember who makes it. I think I got it in my Ipsy bag. But I put it in my upper and bottom waterline. All right, I'm gonna take Poet, the matte, and I'm going to just go over this and blend this out. All right, so I'm gonna take the Memory, the black sequin shade, and add some shine underneath my eyes. And get a bunch of powder in my eyeball. Can you see that? Ugh. I hope they don't find out, like, in the future that getting all of the eyeshadow in your eyeball is gonna kill you. Because I'm in trouble. It's like lipstick. I think it said like it's got trace amounts of lead, and the normal person who uses lipstick and like ingest a bunch of it, which is kind of scary if you think about it. But whatever, in the name of beauty. Let's go in with a little bit of the Memory Metallic. And then I'm just gonna put on that outer bottom line. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slap on my face, do my hair, and come back and be like, yo, this is the look. So bear with me, I'll be right back, as if anybody cares. All right guys, so this is my complete look. I wish I had some big lashes. Look a lot prettier. The highlight is really pretty. So smoky emo look. Putting on the makeup did actually make me feel a lot better. I'm still like meh, but at least I got a little bit of pep in my step now that I'm kind of put together, with the exception of my shirt, which is not very appropriate. But I'll get dressed up when my husband gets here, because we'll probably go out to eat, because I didn't cook anything, I didn't clean, I didn't do anything, but I made myself look presentable. Give me a 5. But thanks guys for watching the random rambles that I love to do, because I don't know what to talk about. Bye guys.